Buddy, welcome to CripChat, your weekly podcast about everything disability. How are you today, boys? Today I have with me is Jonathan Shar, Ibby D, and myself, David D. How
Hello,
are we?
David. Thank you for having us on CripChat, your weekly podcast on everything disability. How are you today, Jonathan?
I am good. I love chatting to you guys.
Sounds
So
awesome.
what are we talking about here?
Oh, today we're going to be addressing stigma and also attitudes towards people with disability. A lot of that's been happening in our communities. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like
if you've ever had any experience to the audience, please feel free to comment. Yeah, David.
please like and share. So, what
Awesome,
kind of
awesome.
stigma do you think there is? Can you give me some examples?
Oh yeah. Well, Jonathan, help me out here. Can you think of any examples?
I think when people see me, they make assumptions,
Hmm.
and because they assume that I have a certain type of disability, they treat me accordingly.
Yeah. Look, also with me, assumptions are always made. I use a powered wheelchair, and a lot of assumptions are made. Assumptions like you can't, I guess, take care of yourself. Yeah, you won't be in a relationship. Those kind of assumptions, It's you need to be taken care of by your parents. What about you, David? What kind of assumptions do people make
Me,
against people with vision impairment?
sometimes they go, "Where's your carer?" Sometimes they
Mm,
think, oh, because you're blind, you need a carer with you all the time. I do have a carer here and there, but I
mm.
don't have to have them with me every time.
Exactly,
I can
exactly,
still do things for myself.
exactly. We all have support workers. Mm.
Yeah, we got support workers, but they also with blind people. Some blind people can see, but they hold a
Mm.
cane to to show that they're poor in vision. But I'm a total blind. But I could imagine if someone that was poor in vision and they can see a bit, they would say, "Why are you holding the cane? If you can still see."
Yeah. A lot of inappropriate questions are asked. Yeah. A lot of inappropriate questions are always asked when it comes to people on wheelchairs. Yeah, how do you like use the bathroom? How do you do this? How do you do that?
Yeah,
It's really
well, I
no
think
one's concerned about.
yeah, and
Get the job
also if
done.
a lot of people that are in wheelchairs aren't really paralyzed, but
Yeah,
they need the wheelchair.
yeah. Mind you, these are there to assist you. Yeah, just like everybody has something
Yeah,
that would assist them. Yeah.
like for instance, I can walk, but only for short distances,
Yeah, yeah.
but people have stereotypes. They think disability equals using a wheelchair, but there are many different forms of disability.
Exactly. Especially like in the in country in other cultures other than the I guess Anglos. Yeah, the way people with disability are seen, it's like oh, they're sick people. They can't do anything. Yeah, they need to be taken care of. Do you agree with me on then
Also,
on
also, also, it is some disabilities aren't visible, and some
mm.
people ask questions. Why do you have a disabled card if you are not in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Mind you, using a wheelchair is designed to assist people in their everyday lives. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean we can't do it. It just means that we need assistance. Sarah commented, she goes, correct, 90% of wheelchair users have some type of feeling or movement in their legs. That's right. Absolutely right. So when it comes to, stigma, yeah, and addressing attitudes of people with disability, we need to, educate people. How important is education, David?
Uh,
David,
Education is
oh,
very important, but the best way of education is we with the kids when they're young.
oh yeah, start them young, huh?
Teaching kids about disability, teaching kids
Mm,
about disability when they're young, it in turn teaches the parents because the parents
mm.
learn
I'm
Um,
sorry for the
yeah.
IT
So
issues.
think about
David, we're cutting you. We're losing you. But it's all about educating them young. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, parents can, I guess, teach the young ones how to be more, I guess, appreciated for people with disability, how to engage with them, how to make them feel included. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, Jonathan?
yeah. I
Well,
reckon they should do it.
So got David back. Yep.
well, I think there should be some component of disability awareness embedded in the curriculum
Yep.
because I think it's all well and good to have funding through the NDIS through for care support, but so need to be some resourcing to maybe get people with limited experiences teaching kids about what disability is, both from a medical model, a social model, so they're not ignorant.
Yeah, it's we can't. They can't be
So they're
ignorant. I
not
mean,
ignorant, huh?
it's not a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, David. So it's all about people with disability going into
I think
schools.
I
Yeah,
I think they should have a class where they have kids that have people that have disability, so they can get used to being around people with disability. Not that when they see someone with disability, they don't know how to react. It's about their
that's
first
right. That's
reaction.
right.
They don't get surprised. They haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
Experiencing is
Yeah, so just a comment here from Sarah. Someone at the shops asked me what's wrong with my legs. It's my whole body that has an issue. The shop assistant heard this, then approached me saying that she can see it's on my legs. By the way, my body sits in my chair. I know that feeling. I know that feeling, so it's not a fun feeling. You gotta stand, you gotta explain yourself. And so usually I don't waste my time. I just ignore. The parents also need to stop telling the kids to look away and not ask us questions. Yeah, but sometimes kids are curious. And so it's okay for them to ask questions. What are your thoughts on that, Jonathan?
I think it's okay for kids to be curious. It's more what makes me feel comfortable is when they point and stare and they don't feel like they can walk up to me and ask me, why do you walk the way you do? Ibby, why are you in a wheelchair? I think kids should have the confidence to just be direct and say, why are you the way you are?
Exactly. It's all about accepting yourself, but also educating the children when they do ask these questions, not having them look away, because then they will continue to laugh and point at you if you don't educate them. So that's why education for younger people is very important. Just another comment from Sarah. I also see an issue with some disabled people. They get angry when people ask genuine questions. Use the opportunity to educate. While some people are rude, not all are. If we get angry, then people who don't understand how have a negative experience. Uh, yep, this makes it worse. But if we are honest, saying we are too tired to chat, etc., then they can respect us. If we can educate them, then that's great. I have great examples of this in my life. Yeah, and I'm sure many of us have great examples. And like Jonathan said, it's all about using our life experiences to educate people about addressing, stigma and attitudes towards people with disability. We also got another comment. Okay, we get the kids up and we shut the kids up and tell them to look away. That's teaching them to not treat us any less. Yeah, but it's good, like Jonathan said, to educate them. Yeah, just explain to them, the situation, make them understand, and be friendly to them. Don't be rude. Well, that's my approach anyway. Mm. It's all good. Another comment for Julie. Hello, Julie. Thank you for joining us. Oh, yeah. I hope all is well. I often have people, especially young children and their parents, they ask me about my disability in particular, what is wrong with my legs. They are curious to know what's wrong. What did you do to your legs? Yeah, yeah. I get questions asked all the time. It's addressing the stigmas and attitudes, but also educating people. Yep, yeah, that's right. That's right. We need to continue working in this space, continue to educate, you know, people, not just the young ones, but also the adults about addressing these issues because it's an ongoing concern, isn't it, Jonathan?
Yes,
Yeah, and
we need more programs which link schools with people with disabilities so they can embed living experience within the curriculum
mm,
because that's how you stop discrimination before it starts.
exactly, exactly, exactly. But for us to, be out there educating people, we need to appreciate ourselves and appreciate our disabilities. David, are you? Oh, David's gone. Yeah, we need to appreciate our disabilities. Appreciate who we are. You know, that will help us become resilient and become confident to be out there and educate people about our disabilities. Do people agree with me on this? Let us know in the comments. What do you think they are, Jonathan? Accepting who you are, is that something that needs to be done?
I think that is the most important thing. If you don't accept who you are and your disability. How can you teach other people to have the same acceptance?
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. That's right. That's right. On that note, Jonathan, any final thoughts?
Look, we need somehow to all get together and design a education program
Mm,
to target children in schools because we will never stop education. No,
mm,
we will never stop discrimination if children are just brought up with the same ableist attitude.
yeah. David, are you with us? No. Uh, on that note, Andrew has provided us with a comment. The world needs more neurodiverse awareness. I think neurodiverse individuals are more resilient than the average person. Overcoming barriers should be celebrated more and seen more in mainstream audio and media, my apologies, and TV. There isn't enough neurodiverse people being employed in the news and entertainment industry in Australia in comparison to other countries. Yep, totally agree. We should be out there.
Can you hear me?
Yes, David, any final thoughts?
Yes, I believe if you can't, if if one can't accept their own disability, how do you expect others to accept your disability? And how are we gonna learn from each
From each other. Yeah, exactly. Spot on, David, spot on.
other when kids are taught about
Mhm.
disability and parents will learn from kids.
Yep. All about education. Education is very important. Thank you very much
It's
for
all
that,
about
David.
education.
That's right. My final thoughts on this.
And
Look, education.
uh,
Sorry, yeah, go on, David.
we shouldn't get offended if little kids ask. A lot of
Mm.
kids ask, "Mom, why is that guy holding a stick?" Or "Why is he holding a stick?" I stop and I tell the kids why I'm holding a stick, because then they'll learn.
Yep.
They're curious.
Very good point, David. Thank you
That's
very much for that. Mm. No, it's all good, all good. Thank you very
and
much for that, David. And hey, Beth, thank you for joining us on CripChat. My final thoughts on this is that, like David and Jonathan mentioned, the education is a very important part, to address stigma and attitudes towards people with disability. You are always going to get asked questions. And if it's the right questions, then educate people. It's very important to show people what you're capable of Acceptance is very important because it can go a long way. It can prevent people from being depressed, people from being anxious, and lift their self confidence and their self esteem. Always be a part of your community, educate people out there, own your disability, I guess. So, yeah, very good points. Thank you, both Jonathan and David. Uh, you have been watching CripChat, your weekly podcast on everything disability, run and supported by Australian Disability. If you like what we're offering, please donate to the cause. On that note, thank you guys. Please like and share, and we will see you next week. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.